defense. Now they got the 1-point lead. And, you know, the points off turnovers is something Kansas State has been feasting off of lately. Iowa State's got to tighten up at the free throw line, though. Look at that, 3 of 10.
Our first half highlights, a presentation of Shelter Insurance. And now you're looking at your Papa John's first half stats. As you mentioned, Iowa State 7 from 3. They are one of the nation's best teams. They're 6th in the country in three-point makes per game. But Kansas State is in the top 7 in the country in defending the 3.
Well, Kansas State talked about their ability to get out there. They're really extending on the three-point line. Still on the help side, up and off on the weak side, but good closeout. And Iowa State just not getting a lot of looks out there.
Iowa State goes right to George NIANG with an ISO. An alert play by CLYBURN to keep the possession in the hands of the Cyclones.
You know, for Iowa State, though, Mitch, they don't have to sit there and say, look, guys, we shoot the ball from the 3. Let's go hunt some threes. I think they've really taken what Kansas State has given them for the most part. I think their offense went just a little flat during that last 3 or 4 minutes, though.
Ooh, Lucius was saved. That was headed for us. Lucius, no points. Angel Rodriguez, no points. Corey Lucius.
Good recognition there by Lucius. He's got Gibson guarding him on the outside. Thomas Gibson, the big fella's going to back off him a little bit.
Southwell has that roll off. 3 of 7 from the field is Southwell. Back-to-back threes for Iowa State.
I like this, the ball screen right out of transition. You got NIANG cutting to the basket, defender coming off to help, and then you got the weak side baseline filled as well.
K-State trying to get back in a hurry, but now Iowa State with it and a chance to extend the lead. Again, they can explode with the 3 ball. Lucius had trouble with the bounce the other night at Texas Tech.
There's that fine line between freedom and loose.
Then you allow K-State to get a breakaway.
Yeah, poor Lucius just trying to do too much that time. Get the ball out of your hands if you don't have anything that's right there to show. And just do too much, and that leads to a quick, easy 2 points. 9 points off turnovers now by Kansas State.
NIANG, there's a spin again. We've seen it a couple times.
Look at that move. I mean, you can count that move as he's going. Watch Corey Lucius here. Get the ball screen, the switch. Now he's got Gibson guarding him. Big fella backing off him a little bit, and he just pulls up for the 3. And then there's that ball screen out of transition. Looking inside for NIANG on the roll, but that opens up CLYBURN on the left side because Spradling goes to help on NIANG cutting to the basket as well.
3 fouls now on Thomas Gibson for K-State. 3 fouls. 0 for 3 is NIANG. He was 1 for 3 Wednesday night at Texas Tech.
This is a 70% team, or 70% from the free throw line shooting Iowa State team, and that's after Texas Tech. So, you know, that number's dropped. It's lost confidence there at the line. So contagious, isn't it?
They bit him the other night, just going 9 of 15 in Lubbock.
They've missed their last 4 that I know of. Bab missed those last 2 at the end of the first half.
It is a virus that has spread throughout the team.
You might think about pulling up on that handoff. Bab's been going underneath every time.
And DJ Johnson is cleaned out Bab. That's a second foul on DJ Johnson.
I think we've seen about 4 or 5 fouls now on the screen. Watch DJ Johnson just takes Chris Bab out of the play. That might be a no-no.
Both ways we've seen it. Run into DJ Johnson, you'll feel it. Even wiped out his own guy. Mercedes Irvin was injured in the first half.
I like the big guys being committed to getting their guards open, but you have to draw the line a little bit.
Edgem banks it in. That's his first points of the game.
Melvin Edgem, not really known as a three-point shooter, although he is shooting over 50% in Big 12 play now from the 3.
And that's a creative play by Angel Rodriguez. That's his first 2 points of the game. Lucius is going now. Bab waits for the skip. And McGRUDER, little cherry pick at the other end, and a dunk. And McGruder's got 11. Good recognition by Angel Rodriguez.
Yeah, looking down the floor, and a nice thought by McGRUDER. He's guarding Babb. Babb shoots the three. McGRUDER just takes off down the floor, and Babb's still watching his shot.
Edgem, the best offensive rebounder in the Big 12, does just that. He'll get 2 shots. And Rodriguez is called for the foul, and that is his 3rd personal foul.
You know, the great thing about rebounding is that when it comes down to it, anybody can do it. It's about hustle. It's about doing it every time. It's about effort. Melvin Edgem at 6'6", leading the Big 12 in rebounds. Now, this is a perfect offense for him to do it out of as well. He can work in, he can work out. They're spreading the floor out. He's able to have a lane open when that ball goes up to run through. He doesn't have to fight through a lot of different guys, but he still has to do it.
And again, rounding up. Now the tip out. Edgem trying to chase another miss, and McGRUDER rips it away.
Yeah, DJ Johnson coming over there, changing Edgem's shot up.
Last touch by Iowa State. They thought it was off Southwell. Aaron George comes over. They confer. Now going to Iowa State.
A tough pass by McGRUDER through traffic. Initially called it Iowa State ball. Baseline official picking that one up. Kansas State ball, actually.
Irving back from the injury, and now K-State a little point soft press here. Different look.
Yeah, they showed that a little bit in the first half as well. Just trying to keep Iowa State out of rhythm on the offensive end. How about that move? How many hits did George Niang take going the basket that time? And that's what I'm talking about. Under control, never over-forced the issue, just took the hits, absorbed it, kept on going.
They took the hits from DJ Johnson. Spradling had some points early. That's his first second half points there. He's got 8. Again, K-State needs him to just get enough. They're within 2.
That was a good read going underneath the screen with CLYBURN.
Lucius, who played for Tom Izzo at Michigan State, answers 3 for 3.
A little more offense here in the second half. The first half ended up being a low-scoring game. It started off hot the first few minutes. It's a tough shot. Tough shot. Good defense by Niang on that. A tough pull-up by Shane Southwell, and he's starting to add some different components to his game, Mitch.
Junior from New York City, specifically Harlem. Niang trying to create for CLYBURN. And the foul on Iowa State. But George Niang, the freshman, making his presence felt, working inside. He's got 8 for the game. This from Phillips, 66. Kind of get that same feeling today, Pipe. We're headed to the end here.
Yeah, I don't think either team has shown yet that they're going to be able to get separation. Iowa State started to do it in the first half, got that 9-point lead. Kansas State answered 4 points quickly.
And there's a bonus, too, for K-State. Edgem lost DJ Johnson on the cross screen, and now Johnson's got a chance for a 3-point play, and Melvin Edgem has picked up his 3rd foul.
Yeah, that screen underneath is so hard for teams to guard if they don't communicate. And you can see Melvin Edgem yelling at his help man, saying, come on, man, you got to call that, number 1. And number 2, you got to show on it until I get back. And Bruce Weber going a little bit deeper into the bench here this afternoon. DJ Johnson getting some more minutes. Nino Williams getting minutes.
DJ Johnson, though, just 56% at the line. K-State is back within 1.
I'll tell you what, that cross screen is so frustrating for coaches because it's, fairly easy to guard if you just communicate underneath. But guys forget about it all the time.
Iowa State again whipping it around the infield. They did this first half, and it leads to a 3.
Great ball movement again. That is so tough to guard if you're moving the ball quickly, and man movement as well.
Nino Williams down the lane. Shovels it in there.
Nice job by Will Spradling. The little head and shoulder fake, get his man up, takes the ball down to the lane, opens up the passing lane, and then NINO Williams doing the smart thing of cutting from that elbow.
Iowa State nearing their average on threes. They've made 8 of them. Again, they're 6th in the country. They had just 6 at Texas Tech on Wednesday night in that upset loss. CLYBURN's thinking about it again. Lucius gets fouled by Martavius Irving. 3 on Irving.
You got such a tough decision defensively against Iowa State. You've got 4, sometimes 5 guys on the floor for Iowa State, can all shoot the 3. They spread the floor out. They're standing out at the 3. They're driving. Do you go, how far off do you help is the big question. And are you able to close out on the skip pass?
I'm not sure you can play true white line outside. You got to have maybe 1 foot on the line, but you're right, man. You're going to be late on the closeout. These guys skip the ball so well. Underneath the goal, Will CLYBURN is turning it on. He's got 15 points.
That's why, to me, when Iowa State gets movement through the lane as well, it becomes so tough for them to guard, because now you're caught in that position where if you're not off on the weak side help, then you can't help that cutter.
McGruder's got 11. He's had to work hard to get him.
Oh, my, that went down.
But Fab did just a superlative job in defending. Lucius trying to get something from the game. CLYBURN's got the hot hand.
Iowa State spacing on the floor right now. They've got the post up inside, the cut down the middle. Look at all the other guys spotting up on the outside. 1, 2, 3 on the left-hand side. Hands up, ready for the pass out of the middle. And so now you're stuck on that weak side. Do I go help? I got a cutter coming through. And that's where I think Iowa State can really hurt you as well, is with that cut, keeping the weak side guys tight to the weak side shooters.
Pipe every one of those guys spotted up and knock down a 3. Every one of them. Rodriguez gets bumped and makes the shot. He might be the most creative guy in the league in trying to get shots when they're not there.
Boy, and he can take a hit, can he, though, Mitch? I mean, watch him coming off the ball screen, gets the switch, takes it inside. He's got a big guy in CLYBURN, 6'7". He's got to go over the top. He gets hit, and he's able to just kind of throw that back over his head and able to get it to drop.
And he does it tough. Does tough things when it's the toughest. Last year he had a 13 points against Southern Miss and a win for K-State in the first round of the NCAA tournament. If he's not on the floor, they probably don't win that.
And it's important for him to stay on the floor. He got a couple cheap fouls in the first half that ended up putting him down on the bench. Fouls that he didn't need to be involved in. He's got to keep that mental aspect.
K-State's first foul line make of the game. Ooh, E.J. Williams, the freshman, sends it into the donors. Here in Ames, 46-45, Iowa State by 1 at the under-12 second half timeout.
Day for OSU.
And West Virginia was up in that game early. Take a look at the Big 12 standings. Kansas with that win over Kansas State. Pipe able to stay undefeated. They've got Oklahoma later today at Allen Fieldhouse. This is going to be on Angel Rodriguez, and that is his 4th foul. With 11:48 to go in the game.
Now, Kansas State wants to get pressure, but you don't want Angel Rodriguez on the bench, and that's a tough one for him, just trying to go over the top of the screen there.
Martavius Irving is going to have to give important minutes now here to Bruce Weber.
Hit a big 3 for him in the first half.
McGee for 3.
Well, McGee's been a little bit quiet. He started off 8 points, hadn't scored since then, but that's a tough guarded shot. He hit in the corner. It's good defense by Spradling on the closeout. Nice pass by CLYBURN.
It is perfect from 3-point range at 3 for 3. K-State best when they kind of do the Pythagorean theorem, A squared. There's a 3 and a foul. A 4-point attempt for Will Spradling. And McGee gives 3 right back to him, and maybe 4.
Now, Spradling's been doing a great job of recognizing, coming off the screen, and TYRUS McGee goes under. Watch, he goes under the screen, gets hung up a little bit on NINO Williams, comes out late. Spradling a couple feet behind the arc. Nice finish.
I was going to say, when K-State's doing it, they're doing it A-squared assists and attitude. Today they got 13 buckets and 8 assists. Spradling and Rodriguez, the 2 best guys in the league at assist-to-turnover ratio. And Spradling, one of the best foul shooters in the country. That is a 4-point trip pipe to tie the game.
Every time Iowa State starts to feel like they're going to pull away, Kansas State makes a play.
The attitude I'm talking about. They're undefeated on the road. They have not lost a true road game since mid-February of last year, meaning K-State. That was in Austin.
One down to the wire at West Virginia.
Alu trying to split on the low dribble, but it's kicked out by K-State.
Paolo's fortunate there. Maybe not a great decision.
To shoot, Clyburn's got a pull. Williams had a point-blank shot. A little too unselfish by K-State that time. 8 turnovers for K-State. As the name might suggest, Phillips 66 is the proud sponsor of the Phillips 66 Big 12 Men's Basketball Championship. Both start with Phillips 66 and both stand for performance. Phillips 66, experts in gas since 1927.
Yeah, NINO Williams should have shot that.
DJ Johnson. And that's an over and back violation. Irving left in the backcourt.
That's a great play by Gibson. Had to fight through the official to get it, but watch, getting a deflection up the floor. Now he fights his way through. Now he sees it. He's got nowhere. He throws it up. But actually, if Irving would have ran across the floor, he'd have been better. But he hopped across the floor, and I think he was still in the air when the ball got to his hands.
But DJ Johnson giving good minutes this afternoon. The freshman from St. Louis for Bruce Weber. Bruce Weber and his staff, Chris Lowry and others have done a great job of recruiting St. Louis down through the years. NIANG again, that spin sets up the follow for Clyburn. NINO Williams hit and fouled. A 3-point opportunity for NINO Williams.
And NINO Williams getting good minutes here this afternoon. Just taking the ball down, driving to the baseline. Him and DJ Johnson working well together in there. The big size. Gibson sitting on the bench with 3 fouls for Bruce Weber. Jordan Enriquez sitting on the bench as well. And Bruce Weber electing to go with NINO Williams and DJ Johnson. NINO Williams coming into this game, Mitch, over the last 3 games was 0 for 5, averaging less than 7 minutes. And that's after having a huge game against Oklahoma State.
No 3-point plays, a 74% shooter at the line. He lists St. Louis, Missouri as his hometown, but he played high school ball for the legendary Larry Hogan at Leavenworth High School in Kansas. McGee, perfect from 3 until then.
Boy, that was going to be a great shot if he made it, because that was tough. Guarded, coming off, motion was still going away.
Irving, coast to coast.
Kansas State has had a lot of transition buckets here this afternoon, haven't they, Mitch? They've done a nice job of pushing the ball down the floor against Iowa State.
NIANG for 3. Iowa State's got the lead.
I'll tell you what, you can run on a team, though, that shoots threes if you're able to rebound. And get a long rebound and run, and that's what Kansas State's been doing, but you've also got to be able to get back in transition yourself and sort them out.
NIANG has 11. He averages 11. Back and forth here in Ames. Now this from your friends at Phillips 66. The lead has changed 7 times. Iowa State leads 54-53 at 8:52 to go in the game. Let's take a look at today's Wendy's Wooden Watch. Pierre Jackson of Baylor. The Bears are hot. They've won 5 of 6. Their only loss in that string was that big Monday loss at Kansas. Pierre Jackson, though, can create. We talked about Angel Rodriguez. This guy is instant offense for Baylor.
Boy, isn't he can score a lot of different ways. He can get points for other guys as well. Look at that, just under 6 assists a game.
And you'll see Pierre and the Baylor Bears at TCU immediately following Oregon.
He's got a little bit of talent to throw the ball to as well on that team. Guys can score from a lot of different spots.
K-State has made 11 of its last 12 shots.
79% from the floor in the second half for K-State.
And yet Iowa State with 10 made threes, leading by 1.
TYRUS McGee, a foul underneath, holding on Spradling.
That's 4 on who some say is the best 6th man in the nation.
Well, you said instant offense for Pierre Jackson. There's Mr. Instant Offense as well for Iowa State coming off the floor with those 4 fouls.
Stringtown, Oklahoma. Played at Cowley Community College. Almost a turnover as CLYBURN active. Iowa State getting out in the passing lanes. MCGRUDER has just 11 points and only 2 in the second half because Babb just sticks to him like Velcro. Irving, line driver.
That guarded shot early. Not exactly what Kansas State would want, but I don't see him doing a lot right now to get MCGRUDER open.
Ooh, big on little here. Offensive CLYBURN with the advantage. Spradling got caught with a tough matchup.
And again, CLYBURN taking him inside.
Iowa State by 1, 54-53 at 7:57 to go here in Ames. And this is a look at our 6th man of the game, brought to you by Motel 6. He might as well be the 6th man of the Big 12. McGee, 11 points off the bench, but again, his numbers rank at the very top of 6th men around the country.
Yeah, he's instant offense. Got the green light. He's going to shoot the ball when he comes out on the floor. Had 8 points right out of the gate for Iowa State in the first half. Kind of got lost in the shuffle for a little while there, especially because of foul trouble more than anything, sitting on the bench. But 4 fouls right now, sitting down for Fred Hoiberg.
CLYBURN's been good, 17 points, 10 in the second half. Foul shooting.
Are you kidding me?
This is
wow.
Like they are 4 for 15 at the foul line.
They're 10 for 18 from 3. Maybe step back.
Dude, yeah,
can he get outside of that spot?
CLYBURN can score in big bunches. He had 32 against BYU earlier this year, and mentioned he was one of the top scorers at Utah in the Mountain West.
Boxing 1 maybe, or triangle and 2? No, I'll stick with him. Just showed a little zone look.
And CLYBURN at 6'7", guarding Spradling at 6'2". Southwell, the 3, and he had Edgem in his face.
Boy, I was just getting ready to say what a great closeout by Edgem, but Southwell knocks it down. Cannot leave him. You get stuck there again, helping, trying to recover.
Babb, real strong, blows by Spradling.
Chris Babb just kind of does all the little things for you, doesn't he? Steps up, makes a nice shot there.
What he's doing, he's just chasing MCGRUDER all day. MCGRUDER trying to create something there. NIANG with the board for Iowa State. Lucius splits the trap, he'll get free throws. Splits the double, I should say. He'll get an opportunity here at the line. That's not maybe a good thing, though, for Iowa State. MCGRUDER's got his first foul.
Look at Corey Lucius, just Thomas Gibson overgoing on the show. Nice change of direction by Corey Lucius. Under control. Ball screen out of the transition.
Well, Lucius is your best bet at the line for Iowa State. He's 81%.
Yeah, Bruce Weber going to go back now with DJ Johnson, who's really done a better job guarding on that ball screen. Bruce Weber talking to Gibson about it right there. It's just a tough play for the big fellow that far away from the basket, that size.
Lucius has hit some big shots late in his career. He had a game-winning shot against Maryland in the NCAA tournament for Michigan State. 3-point game at 6:25 to go. Offensive foul.
That's a nice defensive possession by Iowa State. A lot of guys scrambling. Edgem coming over there, but NIANG coming from the weak side, getting to that opposite block. Spradling, not really his play to take it all the way to the basket. Leaves his feet too soon. More aggressive defensive look that time by Iowa State.
Angel Rodriguez comes back into the game pipe with his 4 fouls at the 6:07 mark. Hilton Magic, the Cyclones have won 17 straight games in this building. Last loss January 11, 2012 to Missouri. Tough shot.
Little play there by Iowa State, getting a little staggered double for CLYBURN to come off of.
McGruder loses the handle. Edgem. And take a look at the Magic show. This is Hilton Magic personified.
Iowa State doing it on the defensive end. Stopping McGruder underneath. Rodriguez trying to throw that out of bounds, and I think it kind of caught CLYBURN off guard. He's kind of looking at it saying, wait a minute, that ball's still in play. Let's go get it. Iowa State getting some transition. But nice 2 last possessions defensively by Iowa State. A little different look, Mitch, a little more aggressive, more flying around. This Iowa State team, I think, is a team that has to feed off confidence. They can so quickly turn for them. They're a team that has to shoot the ball well, has to have that mentality, and this is a great place, obviously, to give them that energy on the defensive end, but you can see how much better they can be defensively when they get that energy, that confidence.
The mayor loves to have his city council meetings here. Fred Hoiberg, they're 26-2 in this building. In the last 28, and K-State now has got to find an answer. Rodriguez, the deep 3.
That ball's got to touch McGruder's hands. You can't have a possession on Kansas State's side that McGruder doesn't touch it.
Pipe, he's only got 11 and only 2 in the second half. CLYBURN. A little too tough that time.
McGruder did a nice job of riding him out of the lane. Tell you what, if I'm Kansas State, I'm another big man. I'm going to go screen for McGruder every time.
Angel Rodriguez, again creative. The tougher it gets, Angel Rodriguez wants to be there in the tougher situation.
Yeah, he does. He steps up. He loves that pressure. You see that time now, Iowa State was so concerned on that weak side with McGruder. DJ Johnson doing a nice job of setting screens. Look, if you screen hard for McGruder, that's going to cause help defense, which is going to open up the other side. And that's why Angel Rodriguez is able to drive, and the weak side help wasn't there because they were over worried about McGruder.
Rodriguez, 6 points, 2 of 2 at the line. K-State, they have struggled at the line as well. They are just 3 of 7 at the foul line in this game. Rodriguez had the huge deflection late in a play that won't show up in the scorebook to win that game in Morgantown against West Virginia.
Nice substitution by Weber. Get Rodriguez out on defense. Get him underneath the 4-minute mark for the next timeout.
Iowa State, no issues with the press. Out of bounds to K-State. So Chris Babb maybe decision a little shaky there, but he'll just go back to work on the defensive end and try to smother McGruder again.
Yeah, I like Fred Hoiberg's philosophy on offense. So I asked him what a good shot was, and he said it's a rhythm shot. You don't manufacture it. You don't have to ball fake to get it up. You take it in rhythm. And for Babb, he took it in rhythm. Maybe he was a couple steps beyond the 3, but didn't have to manufacture it.
Fred knows he led the NBA in three-point shooting percentage in 2005. Deflected. Numbers for the Cyclones.
Oh, what a move. What a move by Angel Rodriguez.
Iowa State at the other end. Edge him. Spradling with the bigger NIANG on it. DJ Johnson, another bonus, 2 for K-State inside. And it is back to a one-possession game with 3:24 to go.
I'll tell you what, the answers by Kansas State in this game have been phenomenal. Every time this crowd is ready to erupt and go nuts, Iowa State's thinking they're rolling. Boom, right back. Kansas State making plays, and that little crossover by Angel Rodriguez was an ankle breaker and getting to the basket. Then nice movement by Spradling finding DJ Johnson.
They're doing this without McGruder. He's 5 of 10. He's hit a 3. But they're getting some badly needed buckets here, and none of them are coming from McGruder. He's got 2 in the second half.
Well, he's almost like a decoy man right now. Spradling was working over there with DJ Johnson, kind of a 2-man game. And, you know, I don't think Iowa State gave Johnson enough credit. Any guy that catches it right there 1 foot from the basket is probably going to score. And Spradling, give him credit, did a nice job of finding it and getting him the ball tight in close to the basket.
Bruce Weber has been good this year, Pipe. He's 5 and 1. In games decided by 6 points or less. The only loss was the other night in that 59-55 knockdown drag-out with Kansas. In fact, 3 of the 4 Big 12 wins for K-State prior to today have been games just like this.
And I tell you what, it helps to have veteran guards as well. I mean, he's got some guys out here that have been through it. Spradling, McGruder, Angel Rodriguez. Always makes you look better as a coach as well, but Bruce Weber gives them that calm presence over there.
Corey Lucius has been through the wars too. Some huge games. He's played 11 NCAA games at Michigan State. He's got the ball now. 3 minutes to go.
McGruder guarding NIANG.
A 3 from Edgem.
Nice job by CLYBURN on the weak side. Just pinned Spradling under, waiting for that long rebound. Gruder again on NIANG. They try to get him inside.
Ooh, near steal. NIANG decides to let her fly.
The set shot, no less. Did not jump.
There's your old man game again.
I love it.
8 assists for Corey Lucius.
See if Kansas State's got another answer. They've answered every time. Nice flare.
And a 3. And an answer indeed for Spradling. He's got 15.
This is a flare screen by Kansas State. I've heard the Iowa State coaches yelling at their players, and Spradling was getting to that baseline. Defender going over the top of the screen. That gets the separation.
Lucius turns the corner. NIANG again. And a foul on K-State.
And again, though, CLYBURN, weak side, pinning his man underneath. Just doing a fantastic job. And look at the pass. Look at the set shot from the big fella. Hardly gets any elevation, and he knocks down a three. And Iowa State getting a little Hilton magic here. This is going to go down the wire.
And coming up at 3 o'clock in the Big 12 Network, Pierre Jackson leads Baylor against TCU. Pierre Jackson first in points, second in assists, fourth in steals, second in three-pointers made. Hey, Mitch, maybe he's the Big 12 Player of the Year, Pierre Jackson.
Well, those numbers he's putting up, and again, he's just so explosive. When they need something creative, he'll get it done. Now here, the creative guy, Doug, has been Will CLYBURN. Pipe. He's got 22 points. Most of those in the second half. He'll have a one-on-one as the foul was on McGruder. But the story here has been Chris Babb's outstanding defense on Rodney McGruder.
Oh, he's been tremendous on it. I mean, we really haven't called McGruder's name here in the second half. And I'm sure if Kansas State has kind of accepted it and decided to use him as a decoy. But Will CLYBURN at the line right now has been absolutely tremendous. 23 points. He's getting them off the drive. He's getting them off shots from the perimeter, offensive rebounds. And that's Iowa State's done a great job on the glass.
He played at Marshalltown Community College here in Iowa before going to Utah. 5-point lead. K-State down 2 possessions, running out of time. Lucius chases it down.
I'll tell you what, Mitch, Melvin Edgin makes the play there. He did not know where Southwell was, and all of a sudden it occurred to him, I got to get back to him. And he starts running to him before Kansas State finds him, so he was there on the closeout. Iowa State can run a little time here. See what kind of shot they get off of this. Kansas State has got to get a stop, and more importantly, the rebound. Giving up a couple offensive rebounds down the stretch.
NIANG 5 to shoot. K-State with the steal, and McGruder's got the breakout.
Absolutely worst thing that could possibly happen for Iowa State is to turn the ball in over in that situation. Great defense by Kansas State, staying at home, and the ability to get down the floor and get an easy 2 points and reel this thing back in.
And Pipe to do it in lightning fashion. Today's Big 12 Network game has been brought to you by Phillips 66, experts in gas since 1927. Motel 6, the official economy lodging partner of Big 12 fans everywhere. Geico, 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance. Whataburger, proud to serve it hot and fresh 24 hours a day. And by the new Buick Enclave, it's smart, made beautiful. Fred Hoiberg, the mayor. His jersey retired here. Fabulous career at Iowa State. He's done an amazing job here last year, leading the Cyclones to a win in the NCAA tournament over UConn, trying to close out today. But he just saw his team turn it over. Now K-State can defend the clock. They don't have to foul.
Yep, they're going to get the ball back. Just got to play solid defense. And the most important thing, go get the ball. Iowa State's got to get a good shot and definitely do not turn the ball over like they did last time, lead to a transition opportunity for Kansas State.
Iowa State just 9 of 20 at the foul line for the game. Lucius keeps backing up. Gigantic play for Corey Lucius.
All the way to the basket, and Bruce Weber could not believe that he didn't get somebody sliding over.
Irving. And a foul on Babb of Iowa State, fouling McGruder.
Well, a big second half by Corey Lucius. He has run this team magnificently. Watch the breakdown of the defense. Backing up, he's going to start driving. Where's the help defense? Late to come over. And a nice change of direction by Corey Lucius and a nice finish off the glass.
I called him Mariano Rivera a week ago at TCU. They were in trouble. He just closed it out. This is a guy that's played, you mentioned, played in a bunch of big games at Michigan State, so no stage is too big for him.
Well, that's a big finish off the glass. Still some game left here, though. Got McGRUDER at the line. Knock these two down. You got a one-possession game. Kansas State sitting with one timeout right now.
And if you're going to foul, if you're K-State, NIANG is 0 for 4 in this game, although he's 67%, so he would be a target. Babb is 0 for 2, but he's normally a good foul shooter. Lucius is the guy that's nearly automatic for him. And now we've got an issue. Actually, the clock stopped during the last Iowa State possession. And so Paul Jansen and Darren George are at the scorer's table. They may have to put some time back on the clock here.
Kansas State defense. I know we're looking at the clock right now, but look at how spread out they are right now. Tight to the man on the weak side.
Everything froze. Shot clock, game clock. Wow, there's about 5 seconds there. They might have to add.
Yeah, that makes a big difference. I mean, that makes a big difference. We go where that thing's freeze at. Might be 6 or 7 seconds, Mitch.
Well, Paul Jansen trying to get it figured out, working with Mike Mahon here at the scores table at Iowa State. Right now they're doing a real-time count to see how long the clock stopped. You're right, they may have to put 6 seconds back on this clock. Which, if McGRUDER can make both his free throws.
Well, it's good and bad news right now for Kansas State. Good news, you get more time. Bad news that McGRUDER gets to sit there and think about these free throws for this amount of time. He's a 74% free throw shooter. McGRUDER has not had a lot of shots here in the second half as well.
13 for the game, but 9 points in the first half. As again, Chris Babb has been all over it. Right, it should be subtracted. We were going the other way here on the addition. So it should have been off the clock. So now Bruce Weber perplexed, but yeah, you're right. There should be less time.
Well, and that
more time.
Really hurts because they would have, if they would have known that, they would have pushed the issue a little bit more on the offensive end. You know, you're looking at the clock and thinking, I've got this much time. I was never very good with math anyway.
No, me either.
Add, subtract.
Good thing we're not at the scores table.
That really hurts K-State.
They need both of these in an immediate foul, and then you got to still have time. That's going to do it.
Standing there, waiting all that time, losing 6 seconds.
Iowa State's going to get out of here with a win. 5.4 up 5. And Will CLYBURN has been the man here for Iowa State.
All right, good. Thank you.
Let's go ahead and give Will CLYBURN, our Geico player of the game. The Utah transfer, really good line, 8 of 16, hit a couple threes, 10 rebounds.
He was there. I mean, every time that Iowa State needed a bucket, he stepped up. He made a couple nice, had a couple set plays for him, curling from the left side, cutting to the basket, some runners off the glass. He got 2 or 3 in a row, big offensive rebounds, weak side rebounds. I'm thinking Fred Hoiberg might be thinking free throw practice tomorrow.
NIANG is 0 for 5. That's 1 for his last 8 if you count the Wednesday night game. And this loss, the loss they had at Texas Tech.
Yeah, I'll It's a big win for Iowa State. Get back on track. Kansas State, they cannot let this thing get to them. They battled it. You didn't want one to turn into 2 losses. You definitely want 2 losses to turn into 3.
Iowa State, the hard-fought victory, the mayor stays perfect at home, and Hilton Magic continues the show. (73-67). Iowa State gets the win. They go to 14-5 overall, 4-2 in Big 12. They are 11 at home, 11-0 with Hilton Magic. Now to the studio. Here's Doug Bell.